use a 690 engine from memory.
Okay. You know more than me on these, buddy.
We used to have one that showed up at Thunderbolt. It was a factory supported one. The guy came over from Germany and raced it with Thundersport a few years ago. Okay, rows 1, 2, 3 and 4 are complete. So Spike is most definitely on the grid, ready to rock and roll. Looks like Foo's not there as the lights go out, and I think it's going to be Clinton who's going to get the jump there. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to lead all the way through up to Charlie's, off of Charlie's, down back towards you. Everybody cleanly off the grid there, mate. You're going to pick them up very shortly indeed.
And here they come, mate, in sight, as you say. Let's try and work out whether it is Clinton that's hit the front. Oh, just not to tell with the numbers. I'm going to have to work that out on the time when they come back and I can figure out the colours.
Yeah, no, I think if I'm right, it's Clinton looking very colourful this weekend, and I'm pretty sure that was him who took the whole shot there, but he does get me confused. And through the heat pages as well, of course, you're the one who's going to work on the hydration, that's for sure. Hello, Mr. Scott, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Joined here by Tony Scott. Not sure why Tony's here for this particular race.
Well, if that is Clinton, Keith, he's managed to get a nice little gap. We're actually at a second gap, and he's only just come down to Mansfield.
Okay, that's a very handy lead to have this early in the race.
Indeed.
Wait to see, because they're going to come out of the chicane into my sight under the bridge, and you're right, that's a very healthy lead indeed. Obviously, we don't get any second time this early in the race. We're going to wait until he's not making his standing start. But you're right, definitely Kane's got the lead. That wasn't the man who was got the whole shot there. Everybody cleaning through the bottom of the mountain here, starting to work their way across the top. As I mentioned before, I can't see what goes on across the top of the mountain there. They steer once again into the trees, into all bends. And we wait on the radio just in case something goes wrong somewhere out there for someone, unfortunately. We definitely don't miss out on anybody as the leader. Wow, what a lead. It's going to be Kieran Smith. It's got to be Kieran, because there's anyone who can hustle a bike around here that quickly. Yep, 38-2 on an opening lap. That is Kieran Smith, who does indeed lead Clinton Woods. And it's Tyler Donovan makes up a spot. Switch goes back a place. Clinkscales makes up 3. Ren makes up 1. Russo loses 2. Creasy makes up 4. May goes up 2. Marley goes back 4. Spike goes back by 2. Wallace goes back by 2. Holden and Udy stay where they are. So that is Kieran Smith, the current lap record holder, and a man who is extremely quick anywhere, to be fair. I think he's got quite a few lap records dotted around the countryside, particularly at Cadwell Park though. I'm not sure which bike he's on, but he's got a chance to his brother Corey here this morning, and the Scunthorpe rider, he's showing us sitting on a ZX7R. Could that be right? That was like a ZX7R, see that? It seems like a very rapid machine.
Not on a Suzuki, but regardless, he's hustling it around really well. It's nice to see that David Abraham's Spike did actually manage to get things together and he's out there playing.
Yep, playing for now, and hopefully he'll be playing the rest of the race. We've got a good little battle developing there for the second place overall. Look at the numbers there. There's quite a bit of a gap between the leader, who's had across the line to the 3.8 seconds. Wood, Jonathan and Fitz. That's the balance in second place in the Ultras there. But Russo's pretty much on his own as far as the lead in the streams go. The streams unfortunately a little bit short staff this weekend, with just 5 of them circulating around the set. Once again, gives us a lesson how to get around Cadwell. Let's see how close to his lap record he gets there. He comes across the line for his first flying lap. And when the timing machine catches up, we'll be able to tell you what that is, as the rest of them come racing across the line. And yeah, Smith does drop down, so just a little bit of a tiny glitch. I think it's maybe a transponder issues there, because at the moment Wood is showing us leading, but we know that's not the case. It's Wood, Donovan, Stitch, Clinkscales, Ren, Russo, Creasy, Marley, then May, Abraham, Wallace, Holden, easily come across the line, and Peter will catch up shortly and tell us exactly how far out in the lead Smith is. But the battle there is for second, and looks like Stitch has actually moved up a place there. He's into, I know he was 4th over the line last time, sorry, it's the 3rd or the 4th. It's confusing, this commentating stuff sometimes, but yeah, it's confusing, isn't it?
It appears on the screen on my phone.
Yeah, everything disappears off your phone, which is probably just as well for the investigation committee.
It's automatic,
Wipe that screen. Right, back into our side comes Mr. Smith under the bridge. Here he comes through the left-hander at the bottom of the mountain, works the bottom of the right there. Comes that battle, and it looks like it's now a 2-way battle instead of a 3-way battle, and a little bit of chatter on the radio, so I think we've probably lost somebody, maybe at Mansfield, maybe over the top, or maybe it could be Stitch has just dropped back a little bit. Smith has indeed tripped the timing being the correct way, and he's coming across the line with a 7-second advantage with a 32.777. So that, as I said before, his lap record is a 32.94. So guess what? He's just set a lap record, and he's set the lap record again. He's very good at this lap record stuff, isn't he?
Well, this is good. This is a continuation of last on it. Donington, where we just smashing lap records all over the place.
Yeah, at Donington at least we had the advantage of we hadn't been there for a while, but obviously Cadwell Park, we typically come here a couple of times a year these days, and we are here in a few months' time. And I do know we've got some good spectators. When we did the slowdown commentators inspection lap earlier, we saw some of our regular spectators. I saw Tony down there with his black shirt. Good to see you out and enjoying the racing, Tony. He's a regular visitor to not just our meetings, but other club meetings. Big Cadwell fan, but he follows the VSB around all done on his bike. So it's good to see Tony out here enjoying the sunshine, work on that 10. So that balance for a second, he's separated by 1.4 seconds with Donovan and Stitch. That very much is the battle, but it looks like Donovan and Stitch have got a little bit of an advantage. So would Donovan got a bit of an advantage over Stitch, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look that way, chap, yeah.
Obviously the advantage of the Kramer should be in the twisty bits rather than straight bits. Might be very cruising out to see more power bike. That little Kramer goes through very nicely. And I don't know if this has got to have much to do with Kramer chassis at all over the years. He gives me a shake of the head there. But now I believe it's Munich or somewhere like that, somewhere in Germany, and Munich's a place I can actually pronounce, so we'll go with Munich. It's easy, I know where it is. I think I do. Somewhere in the middle, isn't it? Richard. Anyway, Smith, 09. That's going to be lap number 4. He comes across 4 and knows that. That's his lap 4 he's done now. Oh, and he goes too slow this time. He only does a 33.789, which is considerably slower than his next 32.631. Over the line for that second place battle. Alright, this is more of an important battle because this is a championship battle. That's Tyler Donovan who's found his way past on Clinton Wood this time, so he was able to avoid the big elbows and arms of Tyler this time. This comes across the line in 4th place. Creasy's making progress as well as him and Red both go past on Kev Winkscale, who is playing 7th to the Ultras. Who Ultras is the top 7 of the state. Tony Russo, first of the creams once again, he's across the line in 8th place overall. He's on a 6.750. He's got a handy little lead over former champion David May. David on the Silver Arrows machine, and in 3rd place in class, Mike Abraham, despite 1, 2, 3, it's the power and weight thing, isn't it, Rick? That normally the other ones we find in the Ultras, but despite not too much weight, well, we'll have the bike on board, I suppose. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Yeah, I'm sure he will. I'm sure Sarah's probably chuckling at that. If she's not, she'll finish it up later.
Sarah's fault anyway, she's not seasoned.
Yeah. There's a lot of it to see. I'm not sure how it's sort of a chicken leg thing, really, isn't it? Right, the leader's already back over the top once again.
Yeah, and that battle for second and third, the Clinton Wood and that's going to go to the end, that is.
Yeah,
Clinton's not giving up on this.
Well, Kieran Smith's certainly not giving up on it. I think Kieran Smith, if he can put together a whole season, Kieran usually comes out for a couple of meetings and shows us what he's capable of. But unfortunately, Kieran doesn't actually do a whole season, so he's not one that we ever see at the end of the year at the dinner dance. It's a great shame because I think if Kieran put a whole season together, I think some of those magnificent silver trophies, which I know without blowing smoke in your direction, your name's on a couple of them. They are genuinely special things to win at the end of the year, aren't they, Rick?
Yeah, mate. So the history that goes with all defensive trophies. I mean, if you ever get the opportunity to win one of those and pick it up and have a look at it, the names on there is just phenomenal. It's almost embarrassing sticking yours on there. You know what I mean?
No, totally. My friend Clayton Grover won Best Profit a couple of years ago, and he got the trophy. I used to work with Clayton, so I knew him well. And he was just staring at the trophy, and as you say, he's looking at his name alongside, you know, some of the great riders, Jeff Jones, and that's on the same one, but there was some great names, and absolutely stunning together.
Well, he's on a number of those trophies, notably the Milano, he's on there at least twice.
Yeah, well, so's AJ's name, mate. The most recent double winner, of course, he'll be out shortly in the 600 class as well.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he goes, because he's got some handling issues that I'll run through. Yeah.
He's on a pole position. Oh, look, yeah, a bit of fresh air under the front wheel as Kieran Smith just at large over the line. Clearly takes the win and the lap record of 32.631. It's the interesting battle over the second. We're going to be keeping an eye on when they come out on front for the final time. These guys have been scrapping the entire race, Tyler Donovan and Clinton Wood. They've managed to leave Phil Stitch just a little bit farther behind, and that is Tyler with his lovely boots, which were supplied by Sports Bike Shop in Harlow. I hasten to add. I'm going to get the mention in there somewhere.
Where is that, Keith?
The Sports Bike Shop in Harlow, mate. There's also a local branch here to Curtin if anybody needs anything. In fact, my friend Adam Jameson was down there yesterday picking up some 151s or some undergarments because he's struggling with sweat bits. Anyway, Stitch doesn't need finish fourth, and it's Creasy who comes across the line in 5th place in 36.389. Yeah, everybody's in the 36s, man, apart from Smith. He's actually flying 32.6. Matt Wren, the performance's very own Matt Wren. Hello, Matt, and you finish in 6th place. Tony Russo does indeed take the extreme win. Then in Marley and Clink Scales in the Ultras, David May finishes in second of the extremes, just ahead of Spikey Abraham, who's only 2 seconds behind, to be fair.